Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by our channel. I'm Jason with Outdoors Unlimited, and in this video we're going to be checking out Gilbert, West Virginia, home of the Hatfield and McCoy Trails. If you like ATV riding and side-by-side riding, you came to the right place. Every year we travel to Gilbert, West Virginia, where we ride the Hatfield and McCoy off-road trails. It's about 15 hours from Miami, and we usually stop in Mooresville, North Carolina, which is 11 hours, and the following day we drive the remaining 4 hours. Once you go through this tunnel, we'll be in West Virginia. It's a beautiful drive. The Hatfield and McCoy Trail System recently celebrated its 25th anniversary. It began as a way to bring tourism and trail riding enthusiasts to the region, which used to thrive primarily off the coal mining industry. With over 1,000 miles of trails, it's one of the largest off-highway vehicle trail systems in the world. The Hatfield and McCoys were two rival families from 1863 to 1891. The Hatfield family, led by William Devilance Anderson, and the McCoys, led by Randolph Randall McCoy. The feud began after the Civil War, where Devilance fought for the Confederates and the McCoys were Union soldiers. The history of the family is so interesting that Kevin Costner starred in an award-winning miniseries about this family. These are the maps that they provide you with once you buy your trail pass. And on the map it has all the different trail systems that are nearby. It has different points of interest and different routes to take to all the different towns that are in the area. And you can map out your route. Also, you can use GPS or different apps like OnX to map your routes. These trails are part of the Hatfield and McCoy system. There are many more trails out there that are called outlaw trails, but they are not really mapped or governed. These Hatfield and McCoy trails are very clean, and at least you know where you're going. This is the downstairs portion of where we stayed. It has a giant bay door where you can actually drive your bikes into the area. It's like a giant man cave with pool tables and things. If you want to see a more detailed video, I posted one before, much more in depth. I'll leave a link down below for it. Helmets are required to be on the Hatfield and McCoy trail system, so if you don't have one, you need to purchase a DOT approved helmet. This is what the beginning of the trail looks like, also known as the trailhead. And here you'll see it says Trail 15, and there's a green dot, which means it's easy. In the morning, the trails were very nice and damp, so there wasn't a lot of dust. But by the afternoon, it became a cloud storm. So I highly recommend getting either a full face helmet so the dust doesn't come in, or a good pair of goggles. While riding the trails, you'll pass several historic landmarks from the Hatfield and McCoy feud. These trails are some of the original trails used by the families. So after riding the trails for a few hours on the first day, I turned off the side-by-side for a little bit so we could talk, and it wouldn't turn back on. I had lights on the dashboard on the little gauge, but it just wasn't cranking over. So I figured I had a dead battery. We had a small jump starter that we hooked it up to, and it was depleting the jump starter, but it wouldn't start. It wouldn't get a charge. So we went to one of the nearby shops and bought a new battery, which was no easy task because of where the battery is, but thankfully I have great friends that like to work and take apart things, and thank God we didn't have any leftover pieces when we put it back together, and in no time we were back on the trails. For this trip we upgraded our communication system with the Cardo Pack Talk that you can see here on the helmet. It was very helpful. We used to use the Cenas, but whenever we lost line of sight, it would disconnect and it would take forever to reconnect. But the Pack Talk was awesome. It would drop every now and then, but it would automatically reconnect. And on these trails, communication is very important. So I purchased this Kawasaki Teryx almost 2 years ago. It's a 2024 SE. I don't have any major complaints about it. Just the usual ones that everybody says. It's very hot and very loud. But you are sitting on top of the engine, which gives you a smaller wheelbase, which I like because I can put it on a smaller trailer and it fits in my garage at home.
So after a full day of riding in the Hatfield McCoy Trails, it began to rain and the T-Rex got very muddy. But because I used the Adams ceramic graphene polish, all the mud just washed right off after I took it to the car wash. And look at the bead it left on. Completely clean. I didn't have to scrub. I just hit it with the power wash and all the mud came right off and it's good as new. If you're buying a new bike, I suggest using the Adams graphene ceramic coating. It'll make your life easier when you wash it. And this is the windshield I installed before coming up here from Super ATV. It worked out well in the rain. Just close it and it kept us dry. There's 2 stages. You can open it and get vented air, and you can open it completely. That was a lifesaver up here because it gets cold, and that kept the cold breeze from coming in, and then it rained, and that kept me dry. If you want to see a full video of Gilbert and the Hatfield McCoy Trails, I've previously uploaded one. I'll leave the link down below, or you can watch it at the end of this one.
Whenever we're in town, we stop at Keat's Bar and Grill, which is located in Man, West Virginia. The trails take you right to the restaurant. Everybody's so friendly and the food is very good here. After working up an appetite riding the trail, I went with the Philly cheesesteak, which was delicious. This is the main street of where we stay in Gilbert, and that open bay door is where we were staying. And I'll show you how close the nearest restaurant was. A nice walk every night to go grab more food. and enjoy the view. So all we do here on our trip is basically ride and eat, and some drinking at night. But this small town has such a good vibe to it. It's so nice and relaxing here. We love coming here every year. And this is their municipal building, which is also their town hall, which has their library, police station. They decorated very nicely. They're ready for Halloween. And right across is Giovanni's Italian food, where we ate almost every night. The food is delicious and the staff is very friendly. Giovanni's has the best baked spaghetti with melted cheese on top. We ate it almost every night. And if you think I was done with the battery, guess again. Now I need to buy a new tire. So it wouldn't be a perfect trip without breaking some things or spending money. Here I ended up getting a flat tire. It might have been my fault. I didn't air down my tires when we got here. I'm used to riding on the hard coral down in Florida, South Florida, the Everglades. But up here in West Virginia, I highly recommend you air down your tires so that you bounce off of the rocks. I guess a sharp rock must have caught my sidewall and put a pretty good hole in it. We managed to fill it with about 5 plugs in the sidewall and get enough air into it to get me to a local shop to get a new tire. So I was able to get enough air into the tire to get me up to a local shop, but unfortunately the store owner wouldn't split a set of 4 because all I need is 1 tire. I can't blame him in such a small town like this, but I'm sure he would have had no problem selling the other 3 individually because everybody gets flat tires around here. Fortunately, Gilbert has another shop. It's called ATV Venture Power Sports. It's located right at the Twin Hollows entrance. It's part of the Twin Hollow campground and family. They usually do have a wide variety of things in stock, and he did have a tire for me. It kind of hurt because I wanted to upgrade my tires eventually to 30s, but I had to buy another size 27 to get me through the week.
How you doing? I heard you had an awesome deal on tires.
We do pretty well with them, man.
I need one.
One, what are you looking for?
They were unloading all these cool miniature Can-Ams for children. They were going to use them at the upcoming Trail Fest. These guys are very nice and helpful, and they usually have a lot of parts in stock. They also rent side-by-sides. A few years ago, I rented a side-by-side from them to see if it's what I actually wanted to buy. And in no time, they had my tire right back on, and we were ready to hit the trails again. And guess what? It's time to eat again. This time we decided to try Mexican. There's a Mexican restaurant right in Gilbert. All the food was delicious, the staff was very friendly, and everything's affordable.
Good, how are you? Good. Awesome.
This is a cool point of interest on one of the trails. It's called the Almost Heaven Swing. I believe there's about 12 of them around West Virginia. So you'll be lucky if you find them all. How cool is this? Imagine pulling up to the bank in your side-by-side or ATV. That's the cool thing about Gilbert and all the surrounding towns. They're ATV friendly. You can go to McDonald's, the grocery store, and even the bank on your off-road vehicle. And here's another trailhead, Trail 17, Rockhouse. It definitely earns its name. Rockhouse is very rocky and bumpy. Now I'm going to fast forward some of the trail riding here just so you can get a gist of it. If you'd like to see a video of just the trails, let me know in the comments below and I'll just post a video of the entire trail riding that we did. Now I'll take this opportunity to give you some of the things that I recommend you bring on your ride. You need to bring a map. Take a picture of it and also bring a paper map in your pocket in case you get lost. A DOT approved helmet. I recommend a full face helmet so you don't get full of dust. You also need a good communication device to talk to other members in your group. It comes very handy when you're turning corners and stuff. You can call out how many ATV riders or side-by-side riders are coming onto you. You need a good pair of goggles, gloves, a dust jacket, something that will absorb all this dust, and then when you get off to a restaurant you can layer down and take the jacket off.
Yeah, I don't know how.
You should have plugs and sidewall patches. So in our instance, I got a flat tire. If I wouldn't have had the plugs, we would have been in trouble. A pump or a good air compressor. And also bring some snacks. You don't know how long you're going to be out there. If you get lost, you'll need something to eat, and bring some water. Every town has a gas station, but you want to make sure in the morning when you hit the trails that you're on a full tank, because you never know how long you're going to be gone, or if you get lost in the mountain going in circles, you're going to burn a lot of gas. Every day we would ride nearly 80 miles, so figure that out and see how much gas you need for the day's ride.
Well, that's it from Gilbert, West Virginia. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. It'll mean a lot to us.